Hi, I'm here with Callum and Ewan from Bad Sounds, and we're going to go through the brand new album Get Better, track by track. You think really deeply about almost every aspect, not just the recording of the songs, but the way the artwork looks, the presentation of everything that Bad Sounds kind of stand for. That's obviously carried right through the process of making the album. How do the songs in principle come about?
I feel like it's always making loads of kind of like starting points or ideas of stuff, and then coming back through and looking at like the original demos and just cherry picking the best bits out of that. When an idea comes in your head or when someone says something interesting, jotting it down in your phone. Little things coming in that inspire you and being like, oh, that'll work with that, that'll work with that, and then eventually you end up with this kind of thing that feels like a finished product. Regardless of what happens now, we want to still like it in 10 years time and be like, we made the right call doing that stuff 10 years ago, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like longevity has always been the thing we're like striving for anyway, so.
And then we get into part two, side two if you buy the vinyl, with another little Get Better skit.
Yeah.
And then it goes dark. First of all with Evil Powers.
Evil Powers, yeah.
Evil Powers is like the fun side of the dark stuff we do. I feel like that's kind of right in the middle, isn't it? But that's what's cool for us about getting to do the album, where we can show that kind of the dark bits that no one's really got to see before.
And then really dark. Thomas is a killer.
Yeah, that's my favourite track on the album.
But basically I wrote that song because a friend of mine who was about my age died of cancer, and it wasn't meant to be a Bad Sound song, it was just more me dealing with that experience. So Thomas is like meant to be cancer, it's not like a person, but I'm the total opposite of the Noel Gallagher like universal truths writing thing. I'd rather write something about something no one else knows about, you know what I mean?
Another Man is next, another new track. That's a lyric that kind of I don't quite get, I don't think.
Okay.
It's a bit kind of ambiguous.
Okay.
Is it? Wow. Explain.
You know those people who just seem to naturally do things really well? I've always sort of been quite envious of that and feel like my first attempt at everything I do, I kind of balls up. So once something's happened, you can look back on it and see a perfect way of how you could have done that a lot better.
Honestly, feels like it is going to be something enormous to me. It's got that kind of crossover feel to it that maybe most of the other songs on the album haven't got.
But I feel like that is the closest we got to replicating our favourite classic hip-hop stuff.
And you must be so proud of the rhyme, the rocking horse shit and Inuit.
My girlfriend did get upset a bit when I showed it to her. But I think it's nice to talk about, you know, going through the shit times and still wanting to be together.
You kind of knew what track was going to close the album from way back.
Yeah.
And that's No Luck.
Yeah. Melodically and harmonically, it just feels like if Wages is the perfect way to open it, with the euphoria and keeping this sort of positive theme, then it goes a little bit darker in the middle and then it comes back to, it feels quite optimistic to me as a track, even though it's talking about no matter what you do, you just seem so unlucky. Yeah. I feel like it's a perfect way to finish the Get Better album.
Yeah, definitely.